Okay, welcome to the fifth week of the training grounds. I hope you enjoyed this week's lesson where Naveen covers the topic of time frames and explains in detail what does it mean to have the overall breach. What is the overall breach and what does it mean? Okay, because we were looking at this entire picture since the first week, the overall breach, but we didn't really understood 100% what it was. Okay, it was the big boy or someone bigger that was looking at that from a bigger picture and not the small details. So now we know that the big boy is the time frame above. Okay, so we were always gauging the time frame above from our trading time frame. Okay, so we will get in the training grounds this week. We will get to the examples we had in the first week. Okay, so I hope you still remember this example, okay, where we were determining the breach, the overall breach lines, and we had quite some examples here that we knew that they weren't breach lines, they weren't true breaches, and some examples that were true breaches. Now, this chart goes from here, you can see in the crosshair, it goes from here all the way down here. Okay, so try to see on the right side this area and the left side, which is our trading time frame, the 240. Try to see where are the major breach lines. Try to see from the right side to the left side, what are the clues for you to understand, okay, this is an overall territory breach and this here isn't. Okay, just try to look at this chart for a moment and then I'll come back later with an answer. Okay, I'll just take the crosshair for a moment so that it's easier to understand this area here. So we started from here, remember? And we said that this pullback had some time here and then it broke below. But this here was not a new breach. Remember this? This was not a new breach, even though it was pulling back so hard. It wasn't a new breach because this is only a few amount of candles and it's really fast in the overall picture. Now look at where that breach is. Okay? So this green candle shows up because all of this time that passes by here. Okay, and when all these candles, all these red candles, they form this candle here in the daily. Okay, and the pullback is that wick over there. Okay, this pullback is that wick over here. But then this crashes down when this daily candle is closing. Okay, and it goes further. See, this is why you need some time. And Naveen started with this approach because he wants you to focus on your trading time frame, because that's where you will waste time looking at the charts is on your trading time frame, not on your big boy time frame. You can go to your big boy time frame to just have a clear picture of what is happening, to know, okay, this is exactly where the breach line is. Okay, and this is where the guy who started is. Not slightly below, not slightly above. Okay, so we can see from this time frame, this here is not a breach. Do you see? You don't see anything on the daily time frame, anything there. Then we went all the way down here, and we started this pullback, and this, as you can see, even though it almost looks like this went down, pullback went down again, this thing that went down created that wick. Okay, so the pullback starts immediately from this area. Okay, because this wick, do you see? So if we were looking at this push starts from there and goes all the way to this wick, and then it starts to pull back. Okay, this wick starts the pullback. And here you have a long amount of time for this to go down. Okay, so this is a real breach here. All right, where is the guy who started? Is there. You want to see it? See where it is? It's not this guys from below, because that our big boy is not seeing those guys. Okay? Now, we just continue. Remember that I said this was not a breach? You see anything there? Nothing. Only wicks there. Then this was our breach here. Okay? This was the lowest point. We had this breach here. You can see that pullback in the daily. Okay? Pull back, and then it breaches. This one is not here. You see it? You see it anywhere? Nowhere. Okay? In the daily, you can't see any kind of pullback. And now, when we think, okay, this is going higher and higher, what do you see from this picture? From the daily picture, what do you see? You see how this can help a lot to look at the daily time frame for you to know exactly where the things are? Okay? Do you see where the big boy is? Okay? The guy who started this push. Do you see where it is? From here and from here. The breach line is exactly there. Look at where it reacted. So if we are looking, for instance, if we are looking at all of this area from the big boy, what does it look like? A wick, right? Look at there. It's a wick. Only a wick. So do you know also when Naveen says to you, this is only a probe, look at what happens in the daily. For the big boy, that's only a probe. Nothing else. So when it returns with this aggression and starts to hold at this area, you see what the big boy is looking at? The big boy is just saying, okay, he's staying below the breach line. He can't really go above. Okay, we can continue here from this picture because we remember that we broke below this line. Remember all that conversation? If this was the last guy from the push, what do you see in the big boy picture? Where is the last guy? Exactly there. Okay. So it's good to have this kind of tool that allows you to understand precisely where are the threshold, the breach, and the guy who started. But with experience, you will know where they are. Okay. You just need to have patience and train in the charts on your trading time frame, because that's the time frame you will be looking at all the time. Okay. Now we ended up at this area here, where we can see that we broke below this area. Okay, we were holding and then we broke below. Remember the place? And then at this spot we broke below again. Okay, and we can see it here. We broke below again. The guy who started is there. And remember that we were looking at this as a turnaround for a buy. And the buy happened. Okay, we turned this in the daily, we turned this to a buy. But this doesn't mean that the buy will work immediately. It works. Because if we were looking at this as the daily is going for a buy, the buy worked. You want to see how it worked? Okay, V formation, okay. It rested. It's holding, it rested again. Look at where the buy, it went all the way up there. So if we were trying to enter this buy from here on this olds after the V formation, it would work. It would not be the best buy because it's not going too far away. Because of this picture from an even higher time frame, it's still a big down move. Okay. But from the daily, if you were trading the daily 4-hour, the daily is saying buy because we breached above this area. So if the daily is still saying buy, your buy will work. Okay, and it worked all the way up there. Okay. But then this big guy knocked it down. All right. I hope this was some good examples here to unfold all of this trading time frame and big boy time frame concept. Cheers.